Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'll be showing you guys on how I achieved this beaded bow. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. You can actually use this beaded bow to form a necklace. You can use it to form earring. So guys, what I'll be using is size 6 crystal beads. This is size 6 in yellow crystal beads, and a quarter, and size 0.35 mm fishing line. So lovely people, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So to start with, all you need to do is cut a reasonable size of fishing line, which I just did now. After that, you're going to add in 5 beads. So now we have our 5 crystal beads here. The next thing is going to be knotting a round shape. As you can see, we've got our 5 beads in there forming a round shape. So as you can see now, we've got 2 threads, yeah, which is 1 and 2. So one part of this, we would use it to pass through one of the bead. As you can see, I passed through one fishing line through the last bead here. So we have one rope here, and here is the second rope. So the rope we've got at the left hand side, I'll be passing through 4 beads. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we are. We have 4 beads on our left hand side of the rope, and we have this was the first bead we tied, right? So now we will be counting this first one together with the 4 I just add in to make it 5. Then all we have to do after that is interlock through the 5th beads, just like this. So now I have got my beads in my left hand side. I'll be using the rope on my right hand side to pass through the bead I have on my left hand side. Then you bring it out to form a circle. So here we are. Now we have 2 circles. This is the first circle, and this is the second circle. And each of the circle, we have 5 of the beads in there. 5 beads in there. So we're back to the same. We have 1 rope on the left hand side and the other rope on the right hand side. So the rope you've got on your right hand side, you will pass it through the next bead. That is the first circle we formed, right? Because we'll be working on the first circle to build the second circle. So right now I'm passing through. Yes, here we are. So I passed through the second circle of the first layers, let me put it that way. So now our ropes are in between these two, as you can see. And like I said earlier on, all we need is 5 beads to form a circle. So now we have 2 beads. What is going to be the next thing to do is the left hand side rope. All you have to do is add in 3 beads to make it 5. So I'll be counting the 3 beads now, which is going to be 1, 2, 3. Good. So now I have passed in 3 beads into the left hand side of the rope. So all together now we'll be having 5. So let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. So the next thing to do is we will be using the right hand side rope to pass it through the 5th bead on the left hand side, just like the way I'm doing it now. Good. So now the circle is formed. Now we have 3 good circles forming. So the next part is going to be using the right hand rope to pass it through the next bead. Like I said, we are using this first bead here, this first bead, this one here. We are using this bead to form the new ones. We are using this bead here, the first circle we made, to form the new circles. So we use the right hand side rope to pass it through the next bead, and on your left hand side rope we'll be adding 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. So all together we have 5, right? So you pass in the right hand side rope and pass it through the left hand side rope, which is called interlock. So now I have interlock it. As you can see, our balls are forming. They are forming. So after that, I'll be using my right hand rope and pass it through the next bead, as you can see. So now the right hand rope, I'll be adding 3 balls. 1, 2, 3, and interlock it just like we've been doing it earlier on. So the next thing is, now our first set is almost ready. So what I'll be doing now is passing through these 2 balls. 1, 2. This is the last ball from the first bead that we were working on to form the new ones, and I'm going to pick one out of the new one we formed as well to climb the next level. So I've passed through my right hand rope through the first bead and it's going through the second bead now. That's it. So right now we have 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. Like I said earlier on, all we need is 5 beads to form a circle. So we have 3 beads in between our rope now. All we have to do is add 2 more beads to make it 5. Brilliant. Now the beads are added. So as you can see, we have 5 beads on our rope now, which is called fishing line. So let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. So the next thing to do is use the rope on our left hand side and pass it through the 5th bead, just like the way I did it now. Brilliant. So now we have formed the first ball. See? So the next thing to do is pass through the next bead using your right hand rope. So I passed through the next bead, going up, not going down. Okay, like I said, right hand bead. Once you pass it through the left hand bead, you are missing it, so your ball is not going to form. Once you make a single mistake, your ball is not going to form. So please kindly make sure you're getting this right. Now we have 2 beads on the ropes. So remember what I said earlier on, all we need is 5 beads to form a circle. So we've got 2 in here. We'll be adding 3 to the left hand side of our rope. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. So right now we have 5 beads on our rope. So use your right hand side rope, pass it through the last bead, which is the 5th one. Okay, then you interlock it. So this is what you will be getting after doing that. As you can see, 5 circle. So right now we are using the first stage. Okay, we'll be passing through the first stage to build the next one. So all we have to do now is use our right hand rope by passing it through the next bead. So here we'll be passing through 2 beads instead of 1. If you remember, the first layer we were passing through just 1 bead. So this second layer we will be passing through 2 beads now. Okay, so I passed through 1 and I'll be passing through the second one now, and after that we will be getting this. So as you can see on our rope, we have 3 beads already, which is 1, 2, 3. So after that, all we need to add is 2 more beads on our left hand rope. Okay, on our left rope. So I had 1, 2. So here we are. Right now all together we have 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, tell Kelly to give you another one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next thing to do is use our right hand rope to pass it through the left hand rope bead, the 5th one, just like the way we've been doing it to interlock it. Okay, so after doing that, this is what we got. You see, gradually the balls are like forming. As you can see, the balls are forming. So the next thing to do is pass through the next bead using the right hand rope. Kelly, give Ilias cake, please. Go and meet Kelly to give you cake. So the next thing to do is passing through our right hand rope. So the next thing to do after this is passing through the beads to move on. I passed through one and I'm passing through the second one now. Brilliant. So we've got 3 beads on the rope, so we'll be adding 1, 2. Brilliant. So 3 plus 2 equals to 5. Then you use the right hand bead, so then you use the right hand rope and pass it through the 5th bead on the left hand side. Great. As you can see, this is what you'll be getting. So the next thing to do again is pass through the beads using your right hand rope. So you pass through the bead. I just passed it through now. Don't forget, you are passing through 2 beads. So here we have 3 beads. So I'll be adding 2 more beads, making 5. Then use the right hand rope to pass through the left hand bead. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, our ball is formed. All we need to the last circle. Okay, so what is going to happen here is using the right hand rope, I'll be passing through 3 beads. Okay, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3. We have 4 beads on our rope already. So what we need to do next is adding just 1 bead to close the circle. Brilliant. You see, just 1 bead to close the circle. So after that, our circle is formed. We have 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 all through, and we've got our lovely circle done. So the next thing to do is to tighten. As you can see, this is very it's open. So the next thing to do is pass through the balls, pass through the 5 beads you've got here, and then knot the rope to make it tight. I have to tie it up and make our ball look strong. So our ball is ready. Make sure you tie it, cut the excess rope out. Brilliant. Then we have our balls ready. Very strong, very strong, very strong.